Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Transform Sales Podcast, Sales Software Review. Today we have a special guest. We have Raul from ReferralCandy, and he's going to be showing us how can marketers acquire new customers and retain existing customers through a referral program. So, Raul, thank you for being on the podcast. How's your day going?
Good, pretty good, and thanks for having me.
For sure. Thank you for being here. So what is the name of the software product that you want to share with us today? I know I mentioned it already, but I want to hear it from your own voice, of course.
Yeah, so the name is ReferralCandy, and we are essentially a Shopify app or an e-commerce app. That actually, we not only work with Shopify, but that's kind of like our main platform that helps e-commerce stores set up and run customer referral programs.
Got it. And when it comes to category, what category do you guys fall into at the moment?
I would say anything related to word of mouth marketing, referral marketing, affiliate marketing, and influencer marketing.
Got it. And I know today we're going to speak about how marketers can acquire new customers and retain existing customers, but who else is your ideal customer off your software product that can maximize the potential of your platform?
So I would say, obviously, e-commerce store owners. So anybody that's running an e-commerce store, I'm assuming owners, because if they're on an early stage, they're probably the ones that are evaluating different apps and installing and running those apps on their stores. As the companies grow and you get like a proper marketing team, so whoever's in charge of either customer acquisition, customer retention, or email marketing are probably going to be the ones that are going to work with this tool the most. And then on top of that, I would say it depends on the kind of like larger organizations. They might have somebody, like I said, maybe more specific to customer acquisition, customer retention, or customer loyalty that might work on this. But in broad terms, it's either owners or marketing people.
Got it. So I recall that most of the referral programs, they either require like having a full-time person. This will definitely not require having like a full team. It could be just the owner and he'll be able to pretty much use the software himself, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the way ReferralCandy is set up, it's in a way that the actual setup time, it's very short. And then after that, it runs on autopilot. So, you might need a few minutes here and there to like check on the reporting or maybe make some changes. But for the most part, it's just going to run automatically, which is, kind of one of the key features.
Got it. Thank you for sharing that. So what does your software help users do that they couldn't do before your software existed, Raul?
Yeah. So I would say that, if you're an e-commerce store owner or a marketer and you don't have a referral program, but you're getting repeat sales, right, from existing customers, and maybe you're getting messages here and there on customer support of people saying that they got referred by somebody. But in other words, like if you have product market fit and you have a constant stream of orders coming into your store, you're basically already getting referral sales, meaning that your customers are definitely talking to their friends and family about your product because it's what we do. I mean, we need to think about what was the last time that we went to a restaurant or bought something online because we got a recommendation from a friend, right? So they happen quite often. But if you don't have a referral program, there's no way for you to, first of all, track any of this. So you don't know how many customers you're getting from referrals, what's essentially the power of word of mouth and how it compares to other acquisition channels you might have in your store. So again, first of all, you can't track it, but also you can't incentivize customers to refer even more. Maybe the word of mouth that you're getting right now, it's pure organics, just people that are, just like dropping your brand name into conversations. But if you don't have an incentive either for the existing customer or for the friend to make that first purchase, then you're not going to get as many referrals as you would if you had those incentives in place. So that's where ReferralCandy comes in. We help you create a set of rewards and incentives that you can give to your customers and their friends, and therefore you can see your referral sales increase because it's all automated. The reminders are automated, so your customers are regularly getting notified and getting reminded about the referral program, which is one of the main things that you can do to improve the success of your program.
Awesome. And I wanted to ask you, Raul, does your platform also has the opportunity for you to have challenges for them to compete on X amount of sales? Also, do you have like an email marketing feature where you can send out notifications, announcements, and also resources for the person to be well equipped in order to position them to sell your product a lot better? Is that something that, okay.
So the answer is yes, there's 3 of 12 of them. So when it comes to resources, we have a bunch of different resources and videos and posts that our merchants can read to, again, kind of like figure out what's the best reward structure they can set up on their referral program. When it comes to email marketing, yes. So we do have a kind of like a built-in email marketing tool, but we also integrate with Klaviyo and MailChimp, which obviously are a lot more powerful email marketing tools, and they can leverage those if they want to. Sure. And then the first question, I think it was about the kind of like challenges and stuff like that. Yep. So we've actually just released a few new features that basically implement some sort of like challenge or like gamification into referral programs. And so you can create like different tiers for rewards for a limited time. So if you're an e-commerce store owner and you're selling a product that has some sort of seasonality, during your low season, you can implement this referral program, and then your customers are going to have like a different tiers of incentives the more friends they refer, right? So these are one of the things that we've released recently. And again, it kind of helps kind of drive more traffic during the slow months in which you're not getting as many sales as you would in the holiday season or Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that kind of stuff.
Awesome. And the reason why I asked that question is because I've been an affiliate manager previously, and for me, I realized that having solid resources will always equip me with my partners to make sure that they're properly positioning themselves in the moment they're promoting our products. And also the communication, real time, dropping announcements so that they know there's a new feature that they can also include in the messaging, and also the challenges, right? I'm very competitive, and I know there's a lot of people like me. And if you start seeing that your pocket is getting filled with how you're positioning that brand online, and you're getting commission off of that, you get very involved, and that's where competition kind of arises. So that was the reason why my question, but thank you for sharing that. So how can users measure success with your software product?
Well, the first thing they're going to notice is revenue. So that's kind of like the number one metric that we track is how much revenue is your referral program generating, whether it's from first-time purchases from brand new customers, repeat purchases from brand new customers, and also from the revenue that you're generating by giving rewards to those customers that have been loyal to your brand. So there's like kind of like 3 different avenues that you can track this revenue. So that's the number one thing. And I would say the main metric to measure the success of your referral program. On top of that, you can see, are your emails, working well? Like what are the open rates like? And, what's the engagement with those emails, and what's the traffic that you're driving to your store through referral links? But, at the end of the day, it all comes down to money. And so that's the best way to see if the referral program is working well. We have a metric that's called the referral rate. And so we specifically measure what's the percentage of your regular store sales that are coming from referrals. So you can see how it compares to other customer acquisition channels. So how much money are you generating from the referral program compared to, let's say, Facebook ads or Google ads or any other channel that you might have on your store.
Got it. So you're equipping the person that is managing acquisition in a very solid way for sure, right? Because they can measure and everything and report back to the team. Solid. Yeah. So this is great. So obviously this is great questions to ask, and I appreciate the way you responded to them, are very informative. But most of the people that are watching this, they definitely want to get a sense of how that looks. So it will be great if you can share your screen and kind of walk us through a demo. And let me go ahead and include it.
Absolutely.
There it is. Awesome.
Great. So what I'm going to show you first is what it looks like once it's implemented on an actual e-commerce store. So what I did here, so this is, it's kind of like my demo store. So I'm going to go to the checkout and I'm going to buy this product. I already filled this out. So I'm going to complete the order. And so what customers are going to see after they complete a purchase on a store that has a referral program implemented is something like this. So essentially a box that explains what the referral program is like. So in this case, it says invite friends and get a 20% discount. You can get a 20% discount when your friends buy from your invite link. And then I can get a referral link right here. So this is the link that I can share with my friends. I can either share on social media or WhatsApp or Twitter, whatever it is directly, or I can just copy it and send an email to my friends, or just post it on my social media channels, or put it in a group chat, whatever I want to do. So this is, and again, after I share this referral link with a friend, they click on the link, they're going to see a coupon code that they can apply on their first purchase. And then from there, if they complete the purchase, they're going to see the same thing. So the friend's going to get invited to join the referral program again. So kind of like the cycle continues. So every single customer that goes through your checkout, it's going to instantly become an ambassador, an advocate, whatever you want to call it. But it's somebody that it's going to be essentially part of your new sales team. And in my opinion, it's the best sales team that you can possibly have. It's formed by existing customers.
Absolutely.
So how you create a referral program like this. So on ReferralCandy, you can create multiple programs. So you can create a customer referral programs for your customers, in which maybe you're giving a discount to the customer and the friend, in exchange for kind of make that first purchase. You can create maybe one for influencers. So instead of giving coupons, you're giving them cash, so they can create kind of like recurring revenue, and that you can kind of keep them motivated to do that. You can create a customer referral program for VIP customers. So let's say, if you already have a segment of customers that have referred like 10 friends already, put them in the separate program with bigger rewards. So they're, kind of excited to keep referring people, because they're going to earn even, higher rewards. And maybe you can also have an affiliate program, again, also with cash rewards, but instead of for Instagram influencers, you can have it for media companies, or people who have like blogs or YouTube channels or something along those lines. So again, there's just like a bunch of programs that you can create. So I'm just going to open one. I'm going to open the regular customer referral program. And so the first thing that you're going to do is set up the rewards. So we have, on one hand, we have the advocate, which again, it's your existing customer that you're going to incentivize to refer their friends and family. And then you also have the friend, who is somebody that's not your customer yet, but we're trying to convince them to, make that first purchase. So when it comes to the advocate, it's pretty straightforward. You just select a coupon amount, a minimum order for the coupon code, and expiration date. If you're selling your products on subscription, you can also make these coupon codes work on subscription purchases. So they can apply the coupon to their existing subscription. You can limit coupon codes to collections. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can do. If you select the cash reward, you can either select a fixed dollar amount, let's say $5 in cash, or a 5% or a 10% or 20% of the friend's purchase amount as a cash reward. And if none of this works for you, you also have the option of what we call the custom reward, which could be anything. You can give a gift card, you can give a free T-shirt, whatever it is, a free product. The only difference between the custom reward and the other two is that the fulfillment of these rewards, happen on the store side. So the store has to figure out a way to send out these rewards. I personally recommend to go with the coupon or the cash, just because it's all automated. It's headache free.
Yeah, it's easier.
Do anything like that. So same for the friend. So obviously, give some sort of like attractive incentive for the friend to make that first purchase. And you can do that in the form of a coupon code that, once again, you can set, the amount, the minimum order amount, the expiration date, all of that kind of stuff. On top of that, you can also add some kind of like additional settings. So you can make it more difficult for customers to earn a reward. So instead of referring one friend, they need to refer maybe 4 or 5. You can also increase the amount that the friend needs to spend in order to qualify as a successful referral. So again, that's kind of another option for marketers to maybe drive purchases with higher average order value. Otherwise, you can just leave it at a minimum. So there's like a bunch of things that you can do for rewards. But once they have this figured out, the next step is to set up the emails and pages, which is probably the most important part of the referral program when it comes to promotion. Yeah. So they can go with our theme. Our theme is super easy to set up. All they need to do is upload a logo, a banner, a favicon, select a primary color and a font, and then we apply that to all the different pieces of content of the referral program. So, if they want to create like a sign-up page for people to sign up for the referral program, some sort of reminder email, so people get notified regularly about the referral program, they can do that as well. And if these designs don't work for them, they're fully customizable. They can enter and access and edit the liquid files if they want to, but otherwise they can just go ahead with our templates. Setup time, it's honestly pretty fast. If you go with our templates, you can get everything up and running. Actually, I have a really good example. I was helping a merchant set up a referral program a couple of weeks ago, and we did it in 45 minutes. So you can literally get up and running in less than an hour if you want to. But yeah, essentially there's obviously a bunch of other stuff that you can do to promote the referral program. But when it comes to kind of like the basics of how to create a referral program from scratch, these are kind of like the main steps.
Got it. Well, I have a question. Is there any limitation for the merchant to be able to withdraw the rewards, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So you mean like in terms of expiration date?
Not expiration, but like, for example, if somebody's going to claim the reward, does it have to have like a certain price range, or?
That's a good point. So you can set, let's say that I have refer a friend and I've earned a reward, right? And my reward, it's like you see here on the screen, it's a 20% discount. So you can set a minimum order amount for the purchase, meaning that, okay, you need to spend at least $50 in order to be able to use that 20% coupon code. Otherwise, it's not going to apply. And also on top of that, so coupon codes don't get, people don't sit on the coupon codes forever. You can also set, let's say a 30%, I'll make it a little bit bigger, a 30% expiration date for the coupon code. So now I have a 20% discount, but I have to spend $50 and I have to do it in less than 30 days.
Got it. Yeah, that's going to motivate people to definitely make a decision as quick as possible, right?
Yep, exactly.
Awesome. Also, can you also show me like the part of the reporting? I feel like that's a very strong part of it. Yeah. So this is essentially where you'll be able to see, this is a demo store, so I don't have a lot of data here, but let me extend it. Yeah, there you go. So this looks more like a real one. So here you'll be able to see, again, the total revenue that your referral program has generated in whatever time frame you select here. And what's the revenue that's coming from first-time customers and the revenue coming from repeat purchases from those first-time customers. So again, when we think about referred customers, statistically, they typically spend more and they stick around for longer than customers that you have acquired through any other channel. And it's because they've come to your store because they were referred by somebody that they trust and not somebody that's necessarily trying to sell to them because it's somewhere from their circle. So this is what the reporting looks like. So again, you can see total revenue, number of purchases, again, revenue from the rewards that you're giving to the advocates in exchange for referring their friends. And then just kind of like some email stats and the number of shares by advocates and kind of like the traffic that you're being able to generate from that. If you want to get more granular when it comes to specific purchases, you can do it here. So you can see, essentially you can select a specific time frame and you can see the different like individual referral purchases that have been generated in a time period, and then kind of like a breakdown of the number of emails that have been sent, how many of them have been open, how many clicks, how many store visits, and how many, like essentially the whole sales funnel. You can see it here as well. And on top of that, if you want to integrate with Google Analytics, you can do it here as well. So you can see your referred traffic on GA as well. Got it. Raul, one question that I have is, what has been your most successful social media channel when it comes to referring?
So I would say, historically it's been Facebook, just because it's a platform that's very visual and also like very friendly with links. Instagram's really good too. The only problem with Instagram is that you have to place the links somewhere else. So have to put it in the bio or something. Exactly. Yeah. So historically it's been Facebook. But I wouldn't disregard Facebook yet. There's still a huge number of people that are using it, especially I would say like people with maybe older, also with more kind of like money to spend. But I would say Instagram, TikTok's working really well as well. We have a bunch of customers that are using ReferralCandy to run influencer programs. People are using TikTok, and it's also working really well. So again, just for kind of like historical reasons, I have to go with Facebook, and also because how friendly they are with links in general. But yeah, obviously Instagram and TikTok are being huge as well.
Awesome. No, this is definitely great, Raul. I appreciate it. The last thing I wanted to see was on the resources side. The reason why I mentioned it is because it's always like the biggest concern when it comes to activating a program when it comes to affiliates. And that's usually when I create content on LinkedIn, I usually see that resources like the core of how to set somebody up for success, right?
Yeah. So let me open. So we have so there's a few different places where you can get content when it comes to essentially how to set up the right rewards. I would say now the number one thing for that would be our blog. So for anybody that's not familiar with our blog, we've been around for over 10 years and we have a lot of content when it comes to referral marketing. Here, where you have the ability to talk to our team, you have a bunch of resources on, what are the different advocate reward types, how to show a post-purchase pop-up to customers, like all these things, you have them here. But on top of that, we always end up sending people to either our blog or our YouTube channel, where we have kind of like more shorter videos on how to do stuff like step-by-step. Like we have a lot of like 1-2 minute videos that just like, go straight to the point of how to install ReferralCandy on your Shopify app, for example, or how to set up your rewards. And so again, there's different places where people can get started on kind of getting the content they need. But again, if they prefer written content, we have a bunch of it. But if they're also kind of like more visual people like myself, then we have a lot of videos as well for them.
No, I think you're very well equipped. For sure.
We try.
Awesome. No, Raul, I do definitely appreciate your time. This is great. Obviously, the purpose here is for marketers who are looking to acquire new clients, retain existing clients. And I feel like you pretty much touched the base things that you need in order to achieve that, right? So for anybody who's watching, and if you're a marketer specifically, this will be a great opportunity for a platform to evaluate. I do want to thank you, Raul, for your time on this session of the Transport Source Podcast, also for review. We'll definitely have more recordings along the way for specific use cases, but anybody that's interested in evaluating this tool for your operations, feel free to look at the link in the bio or the description below, and Raul will be more than happy to support you on any questions that you have. Of course, there's a lot of resources for you to learn, like you mentioned, the playlist on YouTube, all the resources on the pop-ups. Everything is there for you to set up yourself for success. If now you have a team that will be supporting you along the way, right? So Raul, thank you for this session. I definitely appreciate it, and stay in touch, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome, Raul. Take care.